India Juliet.
Kilo Delta 5, Kilo India Juliet. Looks like John and Amarillo there. Roger.
Yeah, QSL, Travis. I was just tuning around the band and came across your signal. And wow, it sounds big, it sounds good. And I got to look at your Z page. You're running the same mic I am. So hopefully I sound half as good as you do. Hi.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, and I got it while you're saying that right now. I've got a joke for you. So how do you know that a ham operator is running a high-L microphone?
Tell me how.
Because they tell you about it.
Okay, that's a pretty good one.
No, that's oh man, I crack myself up every time there, John. No, that's kind of a high thing. It's just kind of what we do, It's almost part of our bragging rights there. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with anybody else's mics, because I'm going to tell you half the time I can't tell if they're running a high-L microphone or a hand mic or whatever. The only one I can tell typically is if they're running like a Silver Eagle. I can usually tell that. But anyway, no, you do sound good, man. You got absolutely fantastic audio, and as you should there with a high-L mic. And yeah, overall, just a good signal there, sir.
Good deal. Well, thank you. Running FT2000 here barefoot into an oscillator set dipole about 70 feet up in the air. It's super windy here in the Texas Panhandle today. We've had gusts up to 65, sustained between 35 and 40 miles an hour. So it's nice to kind of figure out how the antenna does in high winds. It seems like it's doing okay. Over.
Well, that's a good thing. Yeah, and see, we have to batten down the hatches out here, so we get a lot of wind. So per capita, Great Falls, Montana, which is the nearest city, big city to me, they actually get more wind than the windy city of Chicago. More wind and higher sustained gusts. So we have to batten down the hatches out here. Today's not windy; it's very snowy. We got snow just dumping like mad out there right now. But yeah, I've got everything pretty well guide wired down. Everything's pretty well battened down out there. And if we don't, well, I remember one storm we had here a couple of years ago, and I happened to be home. Me and my wife were both home, and it was like 80 or 90 mile an hour gusts blasting through here, and it was insane. And I'm kind of watching out the window, and I'm like, yeah, that antenna's going to fall down. And by golly, she never fell down. But I tell you what, after that day, I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to add about 2 more guide wires to that piece of masting out there. So, yeah, we've been lucky so far.
Yeah, QSL, I have the same thoughts today. I've got 3 guys on the mast that's holding up one end of the antenna. The other end is attached to about 70 feet of rung 25. But yeah, I need to add some more guy wires after this weekend. Well, hey, you mentioned Great Falls. The place that I work for, which is a little software development company, has an office here in Amarillo, Texas, and one in Great Falls, Montana. So I've never been to the beautiful city. I've actually never been to Montana at all, but I've heard quite a bit about it, and it sounds like you live up in a pretty beautiful part of the world.
Oh, we definitely do. We definitely do, and we enjoy it. And the thing is, you got to have real thick skin out here, so to speak. You got to be able to handle the cold. So I mean, well, it actually wasn't too bad this winter. I think the lowest I saw it was around -50 with a wind chill. Yeah, I mean, and that was only for a couple of days, so it wasn't too bad. But if you just anticipate that you're going to have to deal with negative temperatures and wind chills and lots of snow and ice, then it's not that bad. Because I tell you what, man, it's worth it. Because when it's nice out, it is nice out, and we don't get terribly hot. I mean, we might hit 100 1 or 2 days a year, and it's just normally in the summertime it's around 80 degrees, 80 to 85, usually with a breeze. It's not too bad. So you take the good with the bad. But I tell you what, man, once this snow's all done out here finally and springtime comes, everything just turns green, and it's absolutely just beautiful out here. So yeah, I think one of these days I'm gonna have to post my new QSL card up on my QRZ page there so you can kind of see it. But yeah, it is absolutely gorgeous, and they do call it Big Sky Country for a reason, and you'll never know it until you actually show up out here there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, I plan on doing that at some point in time. It's on the bucket list. I'd like to go see that. Yeah, you talk about 100-degree days. We've had our fair share of those down here. We also have cold and snow, but not anything cold like what you have. I don't think I'm built to handle -degree temperatures plus wind chill. So hats off to you for being able to sustain that and survive and enjoy the pretty weather when you have it. But I wanted to get you into the walk here because you've got a great signal and an interesting QRZ page, and I'm going to have to work on getting one of your QSL cards. I mean, unfortunately, I've been a ham for over 2 decades and have a very, very, very small QSL card collection, so I think that's going to start with me creating my own QSL cards and getting those sent out, and then hopefully I can actually work on some proper shack wallpaper.
Well, I'll tell you what, there, John. I'm gonna add to your QSL card collection there. I just went ahead and I wrote you down there on the list. You're my second one I've got on the list here tonight. So I probably won't get them out. Well, I don't know. We'll see what the heck happens. I might get them in the mail tomorrow, but we don't get mail out here in this little town, so I got to go to the post office. But so if I don't get it out tomorrow, I'll get it out next week. And yeah, we'll definitely make sure you get one in the mail there. That's not a problem at all. And anyway, yeah, so we'll get that collection. And I don't know if you follow YouTube at all. You on YouTube there?
Oh, I only watch. I don't put anything on there. But yeah, I'm on YouTube.
Copy. Well, man, look me up a little bit if you want to. It's not a, excuse me, oh my gosh. Not a requirement of mine. I don't care. If you want to play radio, play radio. But if you're interested in some different radio stuff, looking at antenna builds and stuff like that, kind of see what's going on, I do post some videos there and on TikTok. The YouTube's probably the easiest one to find. It is my call sign in my name, which is W7TVS Travis, or in phonetics, it's Whiskey 7 Tango Victor Sierra, Tango Romeo Alpha Victor India Sierra. That's my handle on YouTube. It's all one word, all capital letters. Look it up, man. There's some pretty cool stuff on there, and you can see my QSL card walls, stuff like that. And, there's just some different things on there that you don't get to quite see, by just talking on the radio. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, sure, that sounds great. I'll check it out. I've got my son sitting over here at the desk next to me, and he's been listening to the QSO here, so we'll look it up and check it out together. I appreciate you letting us know about that. Thank you.
Absolutely, my friend. Like I said, I don't care. If you want to follow it, great. If you just want to check it out, that's awesome too. Whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter to me. I just do it for fun. I don't make any money or anything on it. I'm not sponsored or nothing. I'm just a ham operator out here in the middle of Montana, man. But anyway, but check it out, man. There's some cool stuff on there, and I think you might like some of the content on there. And is your son a licensed ham?
No, not yet, but he's been threatening to start working on getting his technician ticket. My wife just got hers, I guess it was a couple years ago now, so we're a homeschooling family, and I'm thinking about making some of the technician study part of his homeschool, so he'll actually get around to getting his technician license.
Awesome.
And getting on the air
awesome.
Here.
That is totally awesome there, John. That's really cool you do that. If you don't mind me asking, how old is he?
He is 9 years old.
That's fantastic, man. That is so cool. All right, well, you're doing a good job there, John. I'm going to tell you right now, man. We never did the homeschool thing. My boy still goes to public school. He's 13. And, he's been around radio his entire life. He's talked on HF. He's talked on 2 meters. He's done this and done that. He's talked on the Santa nets on 75 meters and talked to Santa Claus and stuff like that too. And, he's experienced radio. Does he want to get his license? Not so much, and that's okay. I'm not going to push him to do it. But man, I say if he wants to do it and he gets the bug and you want to make it some of his curriculum there, I would say do it. I mean, what the heck, And I'm a VE myself, man, and I think that's great. So, John, you're doing a fantastic job there, sir. I just want to say that.
Well, good deal. Thank you. I got bit by the radio bug, and it wasn't really hard until several years after my dad passed, but I remember him being on the radio, and we had a lot of really cool bonding times together. I mean, he was a broadcast engineer, so if it wasn't ham radio, it was actual broadcast radio that we got to spend a lot of time together with. And you know what? Aside from good memories with my dad, I also learned it was a vehicle for me to learn a lot of very, what I didn't consider to be technical knowledge at the time, but that has carried me pretty far in my career, even in IT. So I think it's a great hobby. It's a great time to, it's a great way to get to know other people, and it's a good vehicle for learning. So, we'll who wants to do it. He's more than enough motivated to go do it himself. So thank you very much for coming back to me. I'll let you get back to finding somebody else out there, but I think it was your little phrase about Belt, Montana that caught my attention. And then I heard it on that crisp, golden sounding file microphone. So I very much enjoyed the QSO 73. Have a nice day, and I'm looking forward to your QSO card. It's going to be exciting. Thank you. Travis, have a good one. 77 TVS from Kilo Delta 5, Kilo India Juliet, 73.
Roger there, my friend. All right there, buddy. Well, I really appreciate you out there, Sir John. And like I say, keep up the good work. And real quick here, I know you want to get the heck out of here, but real quick, do I have your permission to cut? I am recording this, so do I have your permission to cut, edit, and put this on YouTube?
Hey, yeah, that sounds great. That'll be a lot of fun. I look forward to seeing that. I just realized you are 5'9" plus 10 here, so I want to make sure I get that info to you.
Roger. I appreciate the 5'9" plus 10. You've been pretty solid over here, 5'7" to 5'9". You've been doing pretty darn good, and you know, a little bit up and down, but that's just the band itself. So, all right there, John. I really appreciate you there, sir. You have a great rest of your night there, my friend, and thank you for the cue. So absolutely fantastic on my end, man. Like I said, I do have you written down, so you'll be getting. You're going to get 2 QSL cards from me. You're going to get my old one and my new one. So I'll probably fill out the old one and leave the new one blank, or vice versa, or who knows, maybe I'll write on both of them, you know. I mean, whatever, we'll see what the heck happens. But anyway, there you go. All right, man, you have a good night there, John. We'll catch you on down the coax another time there, my friend, and we did get you logged into QRZ. Kilo Delta 5, Kilo India Juliet. This is Whiskey 7 Tango Victor Sierra, out here in the town that holds your pants up called Belt, Montana. 73, sir.
73, enjoyed it very much. Kilo Delta 5, Kilo India Juliet.